Well, happy Friday, everybody. This is our Friday financial wrap up. Is it just me, or does it feel like Groundhog Day, that Bill Murray movie that every day you wake up, you hit the alarm, it's like the same day over and over? Um, that's what it's starting to feel like me. I'm a routine person. So when I get up, I have a routine, and it's like the same stuff on the news over and over and over. So I'm trying to break that habit. So maybe this weekend we'll break that habit a little bit. I'll get up and not do my routine, but not turn that TV on and maybe jump in the pool or something. Hope everybody had a good week. The markets, markets this week, it was volatile, but it wasn't as bad as what we've seen. We've had the unemployment numbers are going through the roof. For people filing new claims. But let's talk about the unemployment numbers. This is not something like '08 when these numbers, if numbers like this happen in '08, my goodness, it was due to obviously back then a financial crisis, a financial meltdown really of housing and the bubble of the mortgages of real estate, and then the market financials. Here it was the government telling us not to work, okay, with this coronavirus. I can't tell you how long this is going to last, but we're going to have volatility up and down. But one thing about Wall Street, it is already factored in. A lot of this is already factored in. That's why in the price of the stock, 6 months ahead of time or months ahead of time, weeks ahead of time sometimes. But if we look at the stock right now, the market would have went down a whole lot more if they got numbers at, even though the numbers came in yesterday at almost like what, 6.7 million new job claims that were jobless claims that were filing for unemployment. So they were anticipating, I believe, half of that, and twice as much came in. Excuse me, and the market it went down, but did not do as bad as it could have. So numbers were already factored into that. So we're going to have volatility, and we're going to have some upward volatility too. One good thing, a little bit of good news, is that it looks like OPEC and Russia are going to come to a truce where they're not going to have unlimited oil flowing. That's driving the price up, which is good because it's so low right now. It needs to be up to make this it's good for the stock market. It's good for really business in a sense where you have energy prices. We got to get them up a little bit, and that you would think it is good news for consumer, but right now we need to get that up. It was deflated so bad that it wasn't normal, and that's not good. So well, that happened, and then I do want to say something about required minimum distributions. If you are at that age, or if you have a account that is called an inherited IRA, that you have to take your distribution. So if you're taking distributions this year, the government said you don't have to take it if you don't need it. So if you don't want your distribution because that money is money that you're not dependent on, then it's a great year to stop it. And the government says you don't have to take it this year if you don't want it. So that's something that you would call our office and talk to David Antonucci and say, David, can you stop my required minimum distribution just for this year? We can do that. And when the markets are down, if you can stop income or take your income from other sources that are not going down, that will help recover faster when the market starts to go back up. So let's look at income planning again. And so on this call, you're going to see if you want a 15-minute phone call to talk about your accounts or talk about different strategies, maybe some tax harvesting, or we can do. There's a lot of things out there, maybe Roth conversion. So if you feel like you need a 15-minute phone call, Mary set up a nice button there that you can just hit and look at my account, my scheduling for next week, and put in your 15-minute phone call, or you can even do a Zoom meeting. We do Zoom meetings a lot. We've done a few of them in the last couple weeks as a new way of really communicating with our clients. And it's where you see what's on our computer, and I can see you, you can see me, and we can have a conversation as if you're in the office and you might be sitting at your pool or sitting in your kitchen with your computer. So we can have that. We can look at the accounts. We can do a 15-minute Zoom meeting, or we can do a 15-minute phone call. But I want to communicate with everybody because this is a very important time that we're going through right now. This is one of those times that we will always remember for the rest of our lives, because this is not normal for the U.S. and this will pass. And when it passes, you're going to see some great things happen. You're going to see, I feel, factories coming back here that we haven't had for years and years and years. We're going to have different jobs, and people are losing their jobs. A lot of jobs are going to be taken care of when they go back. We have government really helping out right now with small businesses and getting checks out there. So this will pass, and when it does, we're going to see an uptick like we probably never have before. And it's probably, we're going to lose businesses, but new businesses will replace the businesses that are that were not able to handle this. So things change. Change is good. We don't like change like this so fast, but it's necessary to get through crisis like this. You have to be able to change and adapt, and we're changing here at the Advanced Retirement Group with how we're communicating, and we are looking at portfolios also, and if need be, making changes there. So I just want to encourage you to take that 15-minute phone call if you need it, or Zoom meeting. We'd love to have that, and you can do it right here on this button to press for schedule an appointment. Okay, so I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. I know we're in lockdown sort of, but I think there's some wiggle room in there. So I hope everybody be safe, wash them hands. We love you, and if we can do anything, let us know, please.